Yo, what's up, everybody? I wanted to come to you guys with my SmackDown Live review. So let's get right into it. To kick off SmackDown Live tonight, we had Brie Bella and Daniel Bryan come out, and they called out the Miz and Maurice tonight on SmackDown Live. And Brie and Daniel Bryan talked about how they were going to beat the Miz and Maurice at Hell in a Cell. They talked about how they were going to embarrass the Miz and Maurice at Hell in a Cell. So, Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella continued to further the storyline between them and Maurice and the Miz at Hell in a Cell. I thought that was pretty cool. So tonight we had Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella kick off SmackDown Live tonight, and Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella talked about how they were going to beat the Miz and Maurice at Hell in a Cell, and they talked about how they were going to embarrass the Miz and Maurice at Hell in a Cell when Hell in a Cell pay-per-view arrives. So you had Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella talked about how they were going to embarrass the Miz and Maurice at Hell in a Cell. And then out comes Andrade Cien Almas along with Zelina Vega. I mean, and they talked dirt, and they made fun of the Bella's TV show. And Zelina Vega called Total Bella's Total Bores. I thought that was pretty funny. I kind of got a chuckle out of it. And then you had Andrade Cien Almas he said that he wanted another match with Daniel Bryan. So we had Paige make this match official. It was Andrade Cien Almas again versus Daniel Bryan in a pretty decent match. It was a decent match. I mean, it wasn't a 5-star classic. It wasn't nothing like we've witnessed before with these two in the ring with each other. This was a very okay to decent match between Andrade Cien Almas and Daniel Bryan tonight on SmackDown Live. This was a very decent match. I did enjoy it. I mean, it wasn't a 5-star classic. It wasn't a great match. It wasn't a good match. It was a very decent match, and Daniel Bryan ended up picking up the win over Andrade Cien Almas with the running knee. And Daniel Bryan ended up picking up the win over Andrade Cien Almas with a running knee. 1, 2, 3. Daniel Bryan ends up picking up the win over Andrade Cien Almas tonight in a really decent match. I did enjoy it. I mean, like I said, these two they need to be in a match where they can go out there and tear the house down. I think Andrade Cien Almas and Daniel Bryan are very capable. I think Daniel Bryan and Andrade Cien Almas are very capable of tearing the house down in a very, very good match if they're allowed the time to do so. I think Andrade Cien Almas and Daniel Bryan could be a very, very good match. I think it could be a 5-star classic. But tonight, this match was just thrown out there. This match was just thrown out there. Go out there and get it over with. Hit your moves, get it done, get the match over with. So Daniel Bryan, like I said, ends up hitting the running knee kick. Daniel Bryan ends up hitting the running knee on Andrade Cien Almas for the win tonight on SmackDown Live. And Daniel Bryan ends up picking up the win over Andrade Cien Almas tonight in a very decent match. Like I said, it wasn't a good match. It wasn't a 5-star classic. But I think if these two are allowed or were given the time, I believe Andrade Cien Almas and Daniel Bryan could have a really, really good match together. I believe these two could tear the house down if they were allowed the time to. So Daniel Bryan ends up picking up the win over Andrade Cien Almas tonight on SmackDown Live with a running knee strike. Let's talk about Naomi versus Peyton Royce. Very, very, very mediocre match. I don't care about Naomi. I don't care about Peyton Royce. Both women just don't do anything for me in the ring performance-wise. I mean, both women don't do anything for me. Naomi doesn't do anything special anymore. Peyton Royce is just, I don't know what she calls herself doing in the ring. She is horrible in the ring. She is horrible on the mic. Billie Kay is horrible on the mic as well. These two cannot work the microphone whatsoever. These two cannot cut a promo. And you had Naomi beating Peyton Royce with a sunset flip. So it was a very, very mediocre match between Naomi and Peyton Royce tonight on SmackDown Live. This match was very mediocre. And Naomi picks up the win over Peyton Royce tonight on SmackDown Live with the sunset flip. Let's talk about the Samoa Joe promo. This was the best match of the night. I mean, this was the best thing tonight on SmackDown Live. Samoa Joe absolutely is a beast on the mic. This dude knows how to talk on the mic. This dude is a absolute heel. Samoa Joe plays the heel role perfectly. This dude knows what he's doing on the mic. Samoa Joe is a ruthless heel. I like how Samoa Joe is built up to be the monster versus AJ Styles. I like that. I like how they're, portraying Joe as the ruthless heel versus AJ Styles. I like that. I think that is very, very good. I like that storyline. I like how SmackDown Live is furthering the storyline between Samoa Joe and AJ Styles in their match at Hell in a Cell for the WWE Championship. I think that's going to be a very, very good match. I cannot wait to see that match between Samoa Joe and AJ Styles at Hell in a Cell for the WWE Championship. Like I said, tonight Samoa Joe cut a very, very good promo tonight on SmackDown Live. Samoa Joe's promo was absolutely incredible. Samoa Joe knocked it out of the park 100%, no doubt about it. Samoa Joe is a beast on the mic. The dude is a heel, absolute 100. The dude is a heel. I like Samoa Joe as a heel. Samoa Joe can cut a promo. He knows what to say. He knows how to talk on the mic. He works great as a heel. I mean, Samoa Joe's promo tonight on SmackDown Live was very, very good. Very entertaining. I like Samoa Joe on the mic. Samoa Joe is one of my favorites on SmackDown Live. So, my favorite thing about SmackDown Live tonight was Samoa Joe's promo. Samoa Joe's promo was very, very good tonight on SmackDown Live. Like I said, Samoa Joe is a great heel. The dude can talk on the mic. And I like Samoa Joe as a heel overall. He plays up the heel role perfectly. I like Samoa Joe as the heel going up against the babyface AJ Styles. I like that continuation of the storyline. That was really cool. And then AJ Styles runs out and he attacks Samoa Joe. AJ Styles hits Samoa Joe with the phenomenal forearm. So that was pretty cool. I like that. So after Samoa Joe cuts his promo, AJ Styles runs down to the ring. AJ Styles attacks Samoa Joe. AJ Styles hits Samoa Joe with the phenomenal forearm. I like that. That was really cool. Let's talk about the triple threat match with Rusev Day, Sanity, and the Usos. This was a very, very mediocre triple threat match in my eyes. This match didn't do anything for me. I mean, yeah, it had some good spots in this match, some good high spots too. But this match really didn't do anything for me overall. They confirmed that Sanity is buried tonight. So Sanity completely buried in my book. Sanity is buried. Rusev Day ends up picking up the win over Sanity in the Usos tonight on SmackDown Live in this triple threat match. So you had Rusev Day pick up the win over Sanity and the Usos tonight on SmackDown Live in this triple threat match. It was very mediocre. I didn't like it. I mean, there were some good spots in this match. There were some good high spots as well. But there was really nothing about this match that I did enjoy. It was very mediocre to me. It was a very mediocre match. And you had Rusev pick up the win. Yeah, Rusev Day pick up the win over Sanity and the Usos tonight on SmackDown Live in this very mediocre triple threat match. SmackDown Live pretty much confirmed that that Sanity is buried. They pretty much confirmed that tonight on SmackDown Live in this triple threat match. SmackDown pretty much confirmed that Sanity is completely buried. So I don't care about Sanity anymore. Sanity is buried in my book. And then you had Rusev Day stare down the bar. The bar came out and they stared down Rusev Day after Rusev Day picked up the win over the Usos and Sanity tonight on SmackDown Live in this very mediocre tag team match. So, you had Rusev Day stare down the bar. I think that's going to be a good match, but I see the bar beating Rusev Day. I think that's going to happen next week on SmackDown Live. I want Rusev Day to win, but I see the bar going over anyway. So, and let's talk about the interview with Charlotte and Becky. Charlotte and Becky's interview was absolutely awesome. I like the interview between Becky and Charlotte tonight on SmackDown Live. This was another good thing tonight on SmackDown Live as well. This interview with Becky and Charlotte tonight on SmackDown Live was another good thing. I absolutely enjoyed their interviews tonight on SmackDown Live. Becky did an awesome job. Charlotte did an awesome job as well. Both women did an awesome job tonight on their interview tonight on SmackDown Live. Both women did a really, really great job. And I like this interview with Becky and Charlotte tonight on SmackDown Live. This was one of my favorite things that I did like tonight on SmackDown Live. So I like this interview with Becky and Charlotte leading up to their match at Hell in a Cell for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. I think Becky needs to win at Hell in a Cell. I really do. It seems like they're aiming more toward Becky beating Charlotte. I think they need to run with Becky and give her the run that she really does deserve at this point. Becky needs to be champion at this point. Charlotte has nothing to prove. Charlotte's had her time in the spotlight. Give Becky the championship. Let Becky run with it and see what happens. Becky needs to be the SmackDown Live Women's Champion. That really needs to happen. Like I said, Charlotte's had her time in the spotlight. So I like this interview with Charlotte and Becky tonight on SmackDown Live leading up to their match at Hell in a Cell for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. So let's talk about the Miz and Maurice promo tonight. I hated their promo tonight. You had the Miz and Maurice cut a promo tonight on SmackDown Live. Miz and Maurice they come out and said the same thing, how they were going to embarrass Brie Bella and Daniel Bryan at Hell in a Cell. And Miz and Maurice said how they were going to humiliate Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella at Hell in a Cell when they face off at Hell in a Cell. I didn't really care. I don't like the Miz. I don't like Maurice either. So I didn't like their promo. The Miz is boring. Maurice is not. She just got awful anyway. So I didn't like the Miz and Maurice's promo. I didn't like their promo tonight at all. It came off very boring. Very, very, it didn't come off the way it could have. It should have been more genuine, but it just felt forced to me. I didn't like it at all. So let's talk about the main event tonight of SmackDown Live. R-Truth versus The Miz. This was very, very mediocre. This match tonight on SmackDown Live in the main event with R-Truth and The Miz was very, very mediocre. Nothing about this match with The Miz and R-Truth stood out. There was nothing about this match that I did like at all. You had Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella come out. Their music hit. The Miz gets distracted. R-Truth hits the schoolboy roll up on the Miz for the win. There's nothing much to say. I mean, Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella come back to the building. Their music hit while Miz is having his match with R-Truth in the main event of SmackDown Live tonight. Like I said, this main event of SmackDown Live tonight between The Miz and R-Truth really didn't do anything for me. It was very mediocre. And then you hear the music of Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella go off. The Miz gets distracted by the appearance of Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella, and R-Truth hits the schoolboy roll up on the Miz for the win. So there are two things I like tonight on SmackDown Live. I like the interview with Becky and Charlotte. I like that. That was very, very good. I did enjoy that. That was very entertaining. And I like Samoa Joe's promo tonight on SmackDown Live as well. Like I said, Samoa Joe is a beast on the mic, man. Samoa Joe is very good on the mic. So if I would suggest you guys go back and watch two things tonight on SmackDown Live, go back and watch the interview with Charlotte and Becky. I think you guys will like that. And go back and watch the Samoa Joe promo tonight on SmackDown Live. I think you guys will enjoy that as well. That was very enjoyable too. So guys, I'm gonna go 2 out of 10 for SmackDown Live tonight. Like I said, the only thing I hated was I hated the triple threat match with Sanity, the Usos, and Rusev Day. Hated that. I didn't care for it at all. And I didn't like the Miz and Maurice promo tonight on SmackDown Live. I hated that as well. So, and I hated the match with Naomi and Peyton Royce. That's another thing that bugged me. I didn't really care for that match at all either. So, the two things I liked tonight on SmackDown Live was the interview with Becky and Charlotte. I did enjoy that. That was very good. That was very entertaining to watch. And I did like the Samoa Joe promo tonight on SmackDown Live. So SmackDown overall, very mediocre show. This show didn't really have nothing for it. It didn't do anything leading up to Hell in a Cell. It was a very mediocre show. The best thing about SmackDown Live tonight was the interview with Becky and Charlotte and the Samoa Joe promo. Those were the two best things tonight on SmackDown Live. So I'm going 2 out of 10 for SmackDown Live tonight. SmackDown Live was a very mediocre show. This show didn't really do anything for me. But anyway, guys, if you guys like this SmackDown Live review, hit that thumbs up. If you guys like my channel, hit that red button on my channel. I'd appreciate that. And thank you guys for watching this SmackDown Live review. I really do appreciate that. And we will talk to you guys later. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night for my Lucha Underground review, guys. Until then, you guys have an awesome Tuesday night. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night for my Lucha Underground review. We'll see you guys then. Take care, guys.